What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back in cooler temperatures and back with the news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE considering a major change to the Royal Rumble, a WWE cameraman gave 0 Fs during Raw, a segment cut from SmackDown, is Dominik Mysterio changing, Tiffany Stratton wants a daddy, a beloved wrestling star suffers a heartbreaking loss, a WWE star rips Conor McGregor, a champion stripped of a title, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on our new Facebook page. And now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Now, first story looks at WWE considering a major change to the Royal Rumble. Now, the 2027 Royal Rumble, which is expected to return to a US stadium, could become WWE's next two-night premium live event. According to Ringside News, although the idea was reportedly considered for 2026, WWE ultimately kept this year's Saudi Arabia event to a single night. Under the proposed format, the Women's Royal Rumble would headline Night 1, while the Men's Royal Rumble would close Night 2, with separate undercards built around each event. The push reportedly comes from TKO Group Holdings, which has enjoyed tremendous financial success by expanding WWE's biggest PLEs. A WrestleMania pioneered the two-night concept, SummerSlam has now followed, and internal discussions have even explored turning Money in the Bank into a two-night event in the future. However, one major obstacle remains, as according to the report, WWE is still unsure whether it can consistently sell out NFL-sized stadiums on 2 consecutive nights. There's been major concerns over the really slow ticket sales for this year's two-night SummerSlam, and this has reportedly become the primary obstacle preventing management from moving forward. WrestleMania 42 only added to those concerns. Although WWE generated record revenue through sponsorships and premium ticket pricing, attendance reportedly dropped down to about 50,000 to 55,000 fans per night, compared to the more than 60,000 fans drawn in each night for WrestleMania 41 in the same stadium. Now, for now, the idea remains very much alive, but WWE appears determined to make sure the demand is there before officially turning the Rumble into a two-night event. What do you guys think? Should they turn it into a two-night event or just stick to the standard format? Next up, a WWE cameraman gave 0 Fs during Raw. Now, there was a hilarious moment from Monday Night Raw which has gone viral, and this time, the unexpected star of the show wasn't a WWE superstar, it was apparently one of the company's own camera operators. During the July 6th episode, a ringside crew member was spotted seemingly watching the FIFA World Cup on a small screen while Raw continued around him. The clip quickly spread across social media, with fans joking that the cameraman was hard at work while making sure he didn't miss out on the football. I'm sorry, this isn't soccer, it is football. The ball is touched by the foot. This is one of the biggest episodes of Raw in recent memory, featuring several major developments, including CM Punk capturing the WWE Championship in his hometown of Chicago. Yet amid all the action, the viral footage appeared to show one member of the production crew keeping one eye on the ring and the other on the game. I mean, at least he wasn't playing Candy Crush on there, right? Now, that said, one important detail should be noted. It's unclear whether the crew member was actively operating a live camera at the moment or just simply waiting for his next assignment. Either way, the clip has quickly become meme material, giving fans an unexpected behind-the-scenes moment to enjoy. Next up, a SmackDown segment cut from broadcast. Blake Monroe's dominant arrival on SmackDown continued this week, but one of her biggest moments never aired for many television viewers. Following the July 10th episode, WWE uploaded a Backstage segment to YouTube showing Monroe launching a surprise attack on Chelsea Green. The scene began with Kathy Kelly interviewing Women's United States champion Tiffany Stratton, before Chelsea Green interrupted, trying to steal the spotlight and even suggesting that they team up to challenge for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Moments later, Nia Jax and Lash Legend arrived to state their own claim, prompting Stratton to walk away and leave Chelsea by herself, but that proved to be a costly mistake. Monroe suddenly stormed into the backstage area, blindsided Green, and delivered a chilling warning. "Hey Chelsea, my name is Blake Monroe. You'd do well to remember that." And the attack continued Monroe's aggressive introduction to SmackDown, following earlier assaults on both Julia and Kiana James. And what makes this incident particularly interesting is that many viewers never even saw it. While the segment was omitted from the live US broadcast, reports indicate it aired seamlessly on several international feeds, including Netflix. With SmackDown now back to a 2-hour format, WWE appears to be making increasingly difficult choices about what stays on television. The July 10th episode even ended abruptly as Cody Rhodes headed toward the ring following Gunther's attack on Nick Aldis, and many fans were left very unhappy about this. It kind of suggests that the reduced runtime is already forcing the company to leave meaningful storyline developments off the live broadcast. Next up, Baron Corbin's new identity. Baron Corbin may be back in WWE, but this is not the same character fans watch for more than a decade. Following his shocking return on the July 10th episode of SmackDown, WWE released new merchandise confirming that Nomad is now officially part of his presentation. The shirt features Corbin's name across the top with Nomad displayed beneath it, carrying over the nickname he adopted after leaving WWE. Corbin's first WWE run ended in November 2024 after more than 12 years with the company. He then later competed in MLW as Bishop Dyer, where the Nomad became a defining part of his post-WWE persona. More importantly, Corbin has previously explained that the Nomad is the spiritual successor to his original Lone Wolf character, representing a return to the same dark, serious, and solitary edge that first connected with fans. The new identity also marks a clean break from years of heavily scripted personas, including Constable Corbin, Jesus remember that, King Corbin, Happy Corbin, and Sad Corbin. And after laying out both Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams on SmackDown, WWE may already be positioning Corbin for a three-way rivalry over the US Championship at SummerSlam. This isn't just a comeback, Baron Corbin has returned on his own terms. Next up, CM Punk steals Charlotte Flair's robe. As CM Punk may be the new undisputed WWE champion, but he still found time to create one of the funniest moments of WWE's weekend live events. During Saturday's show in New Mexico, Punk surprised fans by making his entrance wearing Charlotte Flair's signature robe, immediately leaving the crowd wondering what was going on. According to reports from the event, Flair caught Punk backstage wearing a robe just before he made his entrance. Punk still walked out in the signature attire, but moments later, Charlotte emerged to reclaim it, creating one of the funniest moments of the night and drawing plenty of laughs from the live crowd. Flair later shared the moment on her Instagram story, making it clear there was no hard feelings, of course, and that she found the backstage prank just as entertaining as everyone else. The lighthearted moment comes during an especially busy stretch for CM Punk. Fresh off capturing the Undisputed Championship, he's currently scheduled to work every WWE live event through the end of August, giving fans plenty more opportunities to see the new champion both inside and outside of the ring. Next up, Dominik Mysterio to change. Dominik Mysterio's latest appearance in AAA has left fans debating one big question: is he finally turning babyface? Based on what happened last night, the answer appears to be, well, not exactly. The confusion began when heel faction Pires del Mal, led by Dagger, launched a brutal numbers attack on El Grande Americano and his partners Los Americanos. Just as Americano looked completely overwhelmed, AAA Mega Champion Dominik Mysterio stormed down to the ring with a steel chair, clearing out Pires del Mal and seemingly rescuing the fan favorite. For a moment it looked like a classic babyface save, but then Dominik grabbed the microphone and revealed his true motivation. He made it clear he wasn't even trying to be the hero, instead he was protecting his own interests. With a championship match against El Grande Americano already scheduled for Triple Mania, Dominik said that he wanted his opponent healthy and ready rather than injured by someone else before they could meet in the ring. To keep the faction away, Dominik even proposed a temporary alliance, challenging any two members of the faction to face him and Americano in a tag team match, and that's why fans are so divided. His actions look like those of a babyface, but his reasoning was pure heel logic. Dominik wasn't saving Americano because he respected him, he was simply making sure nobody else took away the biggest match of his own career. Next up, a WWE star rips Conor McGregor's embarrassing comeback. Following Conor McGregor's very disappointing return at UFC 329, one WWE star wasted zero time mocking the former UFC champion on social media. McGregor's comeback ended just after over a minute when he suffered a serious knee injury during his fight with Max Holloway, forcing the contest to be stopped. I mean, CM Punk lasted longer in the ring when he faced Mickey Gall. As such, Logan Paul wasted absolutely zero time in mocking McGregor, calling him pathetic. McGregor had entered UFC 329 hoping to revive his mixed martial arts career after a 5-year absence from competition, but instead his return ended almost immediately when he appeared to damage his knee after throwing an early kick, and he was also mocked by Jake Paul on social media. Paul even won some money during the fight as he showed a screenshot of a $97,000 payout. He said it was the easiest money he's ever made. Next up, Tiffany Stratton embraces criticism of her. Wrestlers often face intense criticism online, but Tiffany Stratton has a very different perspective on the negativity that comes with being in the spotlight. Speaking recently on KFAN, the WWE superstar explained that professional wrestling is an opinion-driven industry where many things, including championship wins and losses, are ultimately out of performance control. She then reveals something many fans probably won't expect. Rather than ignoring negative comments, Stratton actually reads them and admits there are times when the critics made valid points.
Yeah, pro wrestling is a very opinion-based entertainment, I guess you could say, like down to even the booking and stuff like that. Like your fate is kind of decided by somebody else. You can't really control whether or not you win a title or the fans like you or not. Sometimes too, like the fans will hijack things, and I think the fans like are they're the main reason why we have this company. So I believe everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and sometimes I do see hate comments, and sometimes I think they're kind of right. Sometimes I'm like, oh, you guys have a lot of cool ideas, or like, you're right, like that's not working, or this is working. So I take it, and I kind of take everything into account, whether it's hate or it's love. I always think, if you believe the good on social media, you have to believe the bad on social media. So
that's a refreshing mindset. Rather than dismissing criticism, Stratton views both praise and backlash as valuable feedback, believing that listening to fans can ultimately help her continue growing as a WWE superstar. But she also said that she wants a daddy. And Tiffany Stratton appears ready to reinvent her WWE character, and she believes an old idea that never made it to television could be exactly what she needs to recapture her momentum. After a breakout on the main roster in 2024, her rise is noticeably cooled. Just 1 year after facing Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, she was left off the WrestleMania 42 card entirely, despite entering the event as the reigning Women's US Champion. Earlier this year, Stratton admitted on the No Contest Wrestling podcast that the character had become stale and she wanted to return to a more mischievous heel version of herself. During an interview with KFAN, she revealed one concept she's seriously considering pitching to WWE again.
Yeah, it's kind of just like you send in the pitch and you move on and hope they go with it. But honestly, like I may repitch the Daddy's Little Rich Girl stuff. I think the reason why HBK didn't want to go with it, I think, was because they just didn't have like a daddy for me. There was never a payoff. So maybe I can have a daddy now on SmackDown, and there could be a payoff. So.
Whether WWE revisits the concept remains to be seen, but it's clear Stratton is actively searching for a fresh direction. If the company finally finds the right storyline to support the gimmick, it could help recapture the spark that once made her one of WWE's fastest rising stars. Next up, a beloved wrestling star suffers a heartbreaking loss. The wrestling world is mourning following the heartbreaking loss suffered by legendary AAA star Pimpinella Escalata, whose mother has sadly passed away. Affectionately known as Donna Socorrito, Maria del Socorro Lanzana Hernandez passed away on July 12th, just days after Pimpinella emotionally reeled during an independent wrestling event that her mother was battling serious health complications and asked fans to keep her in their prayers. Since the news broke, tributes have poured in from across the Mexican wrestling community. Several regional organizations have also shared heartfelt messages of condolence, while media outlets such as Lucha Libre Online have helped spread the news, prompting thousands of supportive messages from fans around the world. Many supporters have also praised Pimpinella's professionalism, noting that she continued performing despite carrying the emotional weight of her mother's illness. We'd like to extend our deepest condolences to Pimpinella, her family, friends, and everyone affected by this heartbreaking loss. And finally, a champion has been stripped of the title. After suffering a serious left knee injury on the June 30th episode of NXT, Vikingo recently underwent surgery that is expected to keep him sidelined for 6 to 8 months. Now his reign as AAA Latin American champion has come to an abrupt end. During the latest episode of Lucha Libre AAA, Vikingo's fellow Ojo stablemate, Almost Centurion Roldan, arrived carrying the championship. Roldan blamed AAA general manager Rey Mysterio for sending Vikingo to compete on NXT and SmackDown, claiming that the decision ultimately led to the injury. He then handed the title to Almost, seemingly declaring him as the new champion. However, Rey Mysterio immediately intervened, demanding the championship to be returned and warning Almost that he would be suspended if he refused. An angry Almost threw the championship back at Rey, prompting the Hall of Famer to officially vacate the title, ending Vikingo's reign after just 42 days. During the post-show media scrum, Rey confirmed that Vikingo will be out for a number of months before teasing that AAA will reveal its plans for the vacant championship next week. One name already looming over the title picture is Damian Priest, who's publicly staked his claim to the AAA Latin American Championship. Whether the Altar of Infamy gets that opportunity remains to be seen, but AAA's championship picture has suddenly been thrown wide open. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.